Rick, you know that the industry has changed from a lot of these smaller shops, and you kind of have to align yourself with the bigger beast and to be able to move. Would you say, and I just want to ask you kind of open question, like the insurance industry itself, you've got your feet and your feelers out in all of it. What do you say about the next 10, 20 years in insurance? Like, what's your thoughts?
I, you know, I think when you look at the economy as a whole, I mean, mergers and acquisitions have been the buzzword for 5, 6, 7 years. And I remember when they started, I was more around the P&C side of mergers and acquisitions. My friends that were in the P&C business were getting bought up by bigger players, and then it started kind of affecting our market. 3 or 4, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when Orca made that transition, and so I've seen it in the economy. Banks are doing it, and a lot of people. In order to grow, you have to buy some revenue. And so that's the model of private equity, venture capital, whatever. And then, and what you do from it, is where we come into play. And that's where we have the opportunity to continue to, we still are a traditional industry. We still have old school mindsets and old school habits. And, the sky's the limit as far as the market share that's available to us. But we still kind of control our own destiny, even with all the acquisitions and putting a big home office over our name. Those are great. And there, those are some nice fancy dinners and some nice trips. But the bottom line is we still have the opportunity to do whatever we want to expand our personal wealth, our personal knowledge, and our personal businesses. We are blessed also that, in our arrangements, we still are the captains of our own ship. We're not turning that over to somebody to come in and micromanage what we're doing. So that was one of the things that I really loved about the AmeriLife opportunity, was that they knew that we did what we did well, or they wouldn't have partnered with us or chosen us to come on board with them. So they allowed us to continue to do that. And so we continue to think about what we're doing. I'm not doing it for anybody but myself. And, we all have to be selfish in that regard. So we still control our own destiny, and the insurance business is thriving. Like I have it in the 25 years that I've been in. There's just no let up.
So with your 25 plus years of experience, do you think some things are changing for the consumers? Do you think we'll have more consumers? Or I know with technology, things have rapidly changed. I would say even within the last 4 years during the pandemic. I mean, I know we were still writing on apps, but now it's e-apps.
Yeah, we're trying to all catch up. I mean, I got the gray hair. You guys are still young, and your kids are probably teaching you a lot of the apps that we know for our business. So I don't have that blessing. I got to still do it old school. But I think the consumers are still in touch with personal relationships and personal sales. So a consumer is not an insurance expert. There's a lot of platforms that have spent a lot of money building out platforms to go direct to consumer. And a lot of those platforms, you can go buy your car insurance online and things of that nature. But, for the most part, there's still they still want somebody to hold their hand. And when I think about what we do, typically virtual sales, but really face-to-face sales, there's not a home that I wouldn't have gone into where if I had found out that somebody had purchased something through the mail or on the internet, that was just a no-brainer. Because even if I was a couple bucks within that price or close to it, or even more, just the value of having somebody explain it to them, put a warm body in front of them with a phone number that they can call, that's powerful. And so we still control our own destiny. And even the way that the tech has been set up to try to distract consumers direct without the distribution of an agent.